everybody, thanks for tuning into the video. I'm getting ready to go back to Brazil. It'll be my second trip. I haven't been there in 2 years, so in a few weeks time I will be in the jungle fishing. I thought it was a good idea to share with you all what I'm bringing as far as lures goes. This video is not going to get into any rods, reels, tackle, anything like that, but I'm going to go over basically three categories. Baits, lures, jigs, and flies. So cover a lot of bases here, and let's see what we got. Start with the big box here. I'm just going to go, so these are not in any particular order, so I'm just going to go one section at a time and just go through it. I did speak to the company that I'm going with, and originally I had this this box full of more topwater lures, less swim baits, but I switched that up a little bit based on some of the reports I'm hearing from Brazil. So anyway, okay, I'm going to just go basically one section at a time here. Okay, first up, got the K-Lures choppers. These are made by Kermit on the West Coast. These are really good quality choppers. Got two of these in a red color and a green color. Based on what I'm hearing, may not use these a whole lot. I mean, I can use them, but I don't know if they're going to be super effective. We shall see. I believe this is a I don't know if it's a Reddington or Reddington, I forget the name of it, but it's a jointed swim bait. Red and white is a real good color in Brazil for the peacocks, so that's coming with. Also, I just mentioned that quite a few of these lures, at least the ones that were made in the US, I have switched out the hooks and put in either Brazilian made or some kind of foreign made 4X hooks, and sometimes up to 7X in various cases. So super strong treble hooks, do not want them to bend out. Don't know the name of this one. I'm bringing it just because it goes subsurface. I'm a little concerned about the joint here that connects it to the body. If I get a big fish, it may be trouble, but we'll deal with that when it happens. If anyone knows the name for this thing, you can leave it in the comments, but it's coming with. This is a I don't know if this is Rapala. It's a mag minnow, but another diver that originally I didn't plan to bring, but based on the feedback, this is the feedback of what's working well down there right now. This is coming with. Okay, next section. All right, let's start with these guys. This is called the Chiquinha, two different sizes, and I got a Chiquinha also in Fire Tiger here. These make a lot of noise. This is the sizes here, 110 and a 130. That's how they measure the lures in Brazil. The 130 is the larger of the two, obviously. These hooks were not replaced. The treble hooks were not replaced, I should say, but some extra inlines. The treble hooks are the original hooks. The Brazilian-made lures have stronger hooks. Some of them I did replace with inline hooks just to test out and see how they work. This was basically one of our top producing lures on my first trip to Brazil. Makes a lot of noise, very loud rattle. So hopefully some good things for that lure. That's made by Decanto Lures. It's called a Chiquinha. And you can't buy this in the US. This is from Brazil. These are the Borboleta Prevaces in Fire Tiger and in Bone, and you'll see most of the lures I have are Bone and Fire Tiger. These particular ones, they are Brazilian lures, but I did replace the trebles on these, as you can tell. Did put some red trebles on here. I think they're 4X. So these, I believe, I don't know if I fished with these before here at home in New Jersey for striped bass. I think they're subsurface. I don't think they kind of do a walk the dog, but a little bit below the surface. I'm not 100% sure on that, but we will find out. Okay, next section here. I'll start off with my Rapala Subwalks. I've got the larger size, the 15, and then the little guy, which is the 9. both of these came with inferior hooks, so both were replaced inline on this guy. These are 7X trebles, large size. I think these are 3/0 trebles. They came from Lower Parts Online. It's one of the strongest treble hooks you can find. But these kind of walk the dog also below the surface, so I anticipate getting good use out of both of those. This happens to be one of my favorite lures from home here in New Jersey. This is a Stillwater Smack It Junior. We use these for striped bass at home in the summertime in shallow water. I did catch some fish on this on my first trip to Brazil, so I'm bringing it mostly for nostalgia and just for fun. If we get into a good topwater bite, this will come out just for fun. It's cool to catch a Brazilian peacock bass on a lure that you use at home, and vice versa. This is a Whopper Plopper. If there's good topwater action, this makes a great noise, I think. And again, these trebles were replaced. This is that 3/0 7X treble hook on the back. Okay, next section. I got my pretty Fisherman's Thumb in pink. This is the only color they had left in stock. If you catch a lot of peacock bass, you know they'll tear up your thumb if you hold them by the lip. So these are good to have on to preserve your thumb for the week. First one. This is the Bomber Badonkadonk. This is another loud one. The hooks were replaced with inline singles. This one makes a lot of noise. This is pretty much, in my mind, this is the American version of the Shikmina. They're both pretty similar in how much noise they make in commotion. So very similar. This is a Saltwater Spook. Also replaced the hooks on this one, as you can see. Topwater Walk the Dog. This one, this is a Brazilian-made lure. It's called a Sara Sara. This was probably the second most used lure on my first trip to Brazil. This one performed the best in this bone color. And this is the Rebel Jumpin' Minnow made in America. These are pretty much the same thing. This is like the Brazilian Jumpin' Minnow. So these come with good hooks. These do not. The Rebel Jumpin' Minnow comes with pretty weak hooks, so they've been replaced. All right, finishing off the next section here. All right, this is the Badonkadonk and just in a different color. Treble hooks replaced. This is a large swim bait. I don't know the name of it. It comes from a company called, I think it's Monster Peacock Bass Lures. They sell a lot of different Brazilian type lures. So I picked this up. You know, I'm going to bring it with. I did not adjust. These comes with really significant hooks. Oh, by the way, when I replace hooks, in general, I'm replacing the split rings too, because they need to be super strong as well. So I don't know the name of this, but I'm bringing it with. This is probably about probably about 6-7 inches. It's a pretty big one. All right. This is like a saltwater lure that we use for striped bass. It's like a God, I wish I knew the name of this thing. Like a diving minnow type of thing. But the reports we got is that these type of lures have been more effective than the topwater lately. So that's coming with. Also in this compartment, this is just a little Rapala. My idea here was if we get into some kind of smaller native aquarium type fish, piranhas, things like that, I will have this available to throw just for fun. This is not for peacock bass. Same with this thing. This is a smaller lure made by Decanto, another Brazilian-made lure. So anyway, they're coming just more just to play around at camp, or if I find like a small creek or something, a little lagoon. I don't know. We'll see what goes on there. Also in this compartment, got a hook sharpener, which I'm bringing with, and bunch of extra treble hooks. I don't know that I'm gonna need them, but I'm bringing them because I figure the reality here is that not all these lures are going to be used. Probably not even half of them. So if I need a treble hook, I can just grab it off of one of these other lures that's not in use. But I'm bringing them anyway. Some other things I'm bringing. Got a line clipper. I've got extra jig heads, 1/2 ounce. These are for soft plastics, which I have somewhere in here. Yeah, I'm bringing some soft plastics. They'll go below the surface as well. A few of those. And just some clips for quick exchange of the lures, some TA clips. Here in this little bag, I've got some small hooks. I think they're size 1s and 2s, and some split shot weights. The idea here, and I've got these pieces too. These are fish bites and the bloodworms. And this is just to kind of mess around with piranhas and stuff like that when we're at the campsite. Just bringing them for the fun of it. I'm sure these will be eagerly eaten by the piranhas. I have a box here of very small flies, some insect type things. I might add a few small things to that. Sometimes you get into some smaller fish that are feeding on the surface and things like that. So I'm talking about like small, not piranhas, but they call pacus, which look like silver dollars if you know them from the aquarium trade. Again, some extra split rings, and to go along with the piranha, I did bring a few wire, I guess shock leader if you want to call it, whatever these are called, the wire tippets. Okay, that's all for that category. Move to the jigs next, and these jigs are all handmade by me. These are on a half-ounce jig head. They have an extended tail, and they have a rattle. Okay, the rattle's inside there. Like I said, I make these at home. I have a YouTube video if anyone's curious about how to make these from start to finish. Profile's about 7 inches. This is a replication of a pretty popular bait fish that's in the Amazon River. Most of these, mostly, not all of them, but most of them are tied on a magic tail kill shop jig head, half-ounce. Bucktail, I have a variety of colors. The most popular is red and white and red and yellow. I also have white with a red tail, chartreuse with a red tail, and a couple combinations of those colors. But they've all got, they're all pretty much made the same, and they've all got the rattle. So I expect to be using these a lot because of what I've been told about kind of a lack of a topwater bite. I should have plenty of those for the week. I think I've got like 20 of them. Moving along then. Not getting into gear, as I said here, but I am going to, just real quick, I did bring a lot of leader material, 20 pound through 50 pound. I just brought some pieces of each. It just is, the reason I have them in these baggies is just because of weight. We have limits on how much we can take with us on the small plane. So that saves me a lot of weight. Some tape for fingers or whatever. I got some extra braid. I'm not, still this is one thing that may not come with me just because of the weight of these spools. I have to be really conscious if my weight. We're limited to 35 pounds, which fills up quickly with between clothes, rods, reels, and jigs and everything else. Here, like I mentioned, oh, I forgot, spinner baits. I'm bringing two spinner baits. See if I use them or not. Pretty much like a large size and a small size. This also came from Kermit from K-Lures in a red and yellow. And this is white spinnerbait, courtesy of my friend Bear from American Snakehead Customs. So they're both coming with me. I have a variety of soft plastics, white, chartreuse, got some in darker colors. I was going to bring a lot more than this, but you know, I don't want to go overboard. I got pretty much everything covered. The only thing that's going to destroy these is piranhas. The peacock bass will, you know, they'll last through several fish. So we'll see how that goes. Switching gears then to the flies. Got a variety of flies, but I think the ones I'm going to probably be using the most something like this. This is the EP style bait fish. Kind of got a little bit folded up in the bag here, but that's okay. It'll retake its shape once it's wet. There's various bait fish patterns with a dark back and a light belly. This one's blue and white. This is a half and half clouser, half deceiver. Got a bunch of those. Now let's see what else. Bucktail deceivers, bulkhead deceivers. I'm not, whatever you want to call them. Got a few of those in different colors. Regular deceivers. Another deceiver in white. There's a couple things I made from my past trip with some rabbit hair tails and things like that. So I've got a variety. I've got some gurglers and poppers. I don't know. Here's a guitar minnow. Just a variety. Just a good variety of bait fish patterns. This is basically like a clouser minnow. Call it a guitar minnow. But just a variety of stuff to cover everything. Like I said, I don't know what I'm going to find with the fly fishing opportunities there, but this we'll see. I did put one of those rattles on this fly. So anyhow, yeah, we'll see how this goes. When I get back from the trip, may do a review video, see what worked and what didn't. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to use half of this stuff, but got to have it just in case it's needed. And yeah, thanks for watching, and look forward to reviewing these with you when I get back.